Hey folks, good morning. I'm your host BKP. Let me fix my collar. Tell you what, I'm all out of sorts this morning. Look at that. Forgot my jacket at the house. Good morning, folks. I'm your host BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Right there on the screen is the way you can get in touch with me. And the phone number, chief at FetchYourNews.com. All the ways to follow us on social media. Now, yesterday, President of the United States said that the Republicans had to step it up. They had to get tough. They had to be ready to fight. And so Steve Scalise and many, and I forget the one guy's name. It's just not right. I got to look that up. But anyhow, many of the Republicans, Jim Jordan and all, held a little press conference there, a little statement, and then they stormed the doors in the basement of the Capitol. They stormed the doors of the basement of the Capitol, and there you go. Schiff wouldn't let them in, all the above. Private. Now, the media, and we talk about this all the time. If you're new to the show, I get up and I watch the media in the morning, CNN and MSNBC, particularly those two, to see what direction they're going to drive. And MSNBC is making sure that they run cover, okay? They actually run cover for the Democrats and Adam Schiff in his reasoning to have closed door, closed door impeachment hearings. So testimony. So what they've done this morning, let's go with this first, is like MSNBC, I say it every day, let me go with, I don't want to go with that right now. Let me see what else I have here. August 12th. Hold on a minute. All right, number 18. Okay. Now, so MSNBC has decided to run cover for the reason Adam Schiff is holding closed-door testimony, all right? Closed-door testimony and not letting Republicans in. So they decided to say, hey, look at the final Benghazi report. The committee's preference for private interviews over public hearings has been questioned. Interviews are a more efficient and effective means of discovery. Interviews allow witnesses to be questioned in depth by a highly prepared member or staff person. Interviews also allow the committee to safeguard the privacy of the witnesses who may fear retaliation for cooperating or whose work requires anonymity, such as intelligence community operatives. So instead of looking at the reasons why Schiff is holding closed-door testimony in an impeachment inquiry of the President of the United States, the media is doing what they can to run cover for reason why. So if you're going down the road this morning, as I always say, and you get to that top of the hour news, although Adam Schiff is holding these impeachment inquiries behind closed doors, the Benghazi investigation was also done behind closed doors with testimony. Well, let me say this, okay? There's a couple things here Schiff knows, all right? First of all, there's been two, I'm not going to say major, but there's been 2 or 3 major things that have taken place in public that has blown up all over Democrats. Let's say one, William Barr. Okay? Attorney General William Barr had to come and he had to answer for his summary that they felt was running cover for the President of the United States, and that he ran a summary of Robert Mueller's report, special counsel's report on Trump's campaign's collusion with the Russians. So what happened? Attorney General Barr came, laid it out on the table. They tried, and it blew up on them. They didn't want to admit that Barr walked away. The American people said, I get it. Well, we can't just take William Barr's word for it and his testimony and how he framed it from the Justice Department. We need Robert Mueller in here. Okay? Robert Mueller. And Robert Mueller comes in, and this blew up special counsel, Russian Trump campaign, Russian collusion, delusion. This blows up on Democrats, backfires. This makes 2 years. Adam Schiff said he had evidence, swore he had evidence of this Russian collusion. And in one day, Robert Mueller blew everything up. Everything got blown up. 2 years down the drain. The American people watched that testimony and they said, really? That's what you've done for 2 years? Then they were going to start this impeachment inquiry, and it was going to go through the Judiciary Committee. Now, obviously, Judiciary should probably be writing or doing this impeachment inquiry. Well, it shouldn't be done at all, but if anybody, the Judiciary Committee. But Robert Nadler, Gerald Nadler, not Robert, Gerard Nadler, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, couldn't handle it. Because after Attorney General Barr came out in public and it blew up, okay, Acting AG Whitaker came out, it blew up. They couldn't get nothing, okay? Then they had Robert Mueller and it blew up. And then they were going to start the impeachment inquiry and they went with Corey Lewandowski. And that's the day between Congressman Doug Collins from Georgia and Corey Lewandowski. They blew the hell out of Jerry Nadler. I mean, Jerry had to run and mix a drink. He was shaking all over from head to toe. His nerves were shot. That blew up. And as soon as that, they tried everything. Then they said, let's go with a whistleblower. Someone that is anonymous. Someone that cannot be brought before a committee, a public committee. Someone where we would have to use whistleblower status and protect their identity. Because every time we bring somebody forward and we do a public hearing, it blows up in our face. So let's go whistleblower. Whistleblower 1, whistleblower 2. Let's not open the identity. And then let's say we need to go underground in the basement of the House, Capitol there, and we will do private testimony. Now, the interesting thing is this private testimony in the Benghazi report was to protect the anonymity of many that testified. Not this inquiry. Why, MSNBC and CNN, they parade the people right across the news that they're going in the room to testimony. And then they leak. Another thing I don't think happened in the final Benghazi report, I don't think what happened in the Benghazi trial, I don't want to call it a trial, in the Benghazi investigation, okay, it was concerning a president of the United States. It was concerning impeachment of that president, said president, and nullifying the American people's vote. That, no, not the same. Apples and oranges. This is directly what they are doing. Now they're starting, the networks are saying, you know what? We're going to, in mid-November, the Democrats are going to hold public impeachment hearings. Now, what they're doing now is creating the public hearings. If there's something not to their benefit, if there's something not to their liking, it will never see the light of day. It won't do it. Won't see the light of day. They're putting together exactly what they want you to see in public. Then they will go public, okay? Let me get this. Give me number 40. GOP lawmakers storm secure room protesting impeachment proceedings as unfair. As soon as GOP lawmakers Steve Scalise and Jim Jordan and the bunch got together and stormed the doors and said, we want in, that's when the media ran cover with what? They ran cover with public hearings, okay? Number 39. Republican hypocrisy towards impeachment. That's right. Number 37, House Republicans storm impeachment hearing. I got one here I want to show you. Number 29. GOP senators avoid confronting revelations from Ambassador Taylor's testimony. Now, anytime you go into a court of law, all right, you have an opening statement. So, if you have an opening statement, attorney gets up, an attorney reads or makes an opening statement to the committee, to the court, whoever, an opening statement. And then after that, you have opposition witnesses, cross-examination of the statement, all the above. But anybody can write an opening statement and come deliver it. And that's what William Taylor here, lifelong bureaucrat. Now, I'm not going to get into never Trumper. I understand. I've heard he's a never Trumper, whatever. But he gave his opening statement. The media has run with his opening statement as the gospel truth. That's what happened. When we find out that Taylor's information, ambassadors, they give ambassadors way too much credit in this situation, that Taylor's information may be firsthand 4 times removed. So it's not firsthand. May not be firsthand information that Taylor has in his opening statement. May not. Sondland and Taylor have a difference in their statements. I doubt, well, I don't doubt, I know, I figure They'll bring Sondland back to try to attack him on his statement. Anyhow, look, it's behind closed doors, the whole entire investigation. Abuse of power. Let's go with this. Abuse of power. Number 26. Clinton impeachment Article 4. One of the articles of Clinton. The president abuse of power by refusing and failing to respond to certain written requests for admission and willfully made prejudice, false, and misleading sworn statements in response to certain written requests for admission. Abuse of power. Clinton abuse of power. Let's go to Nixon. Number 27. Nixon impeachment Article 3. And refusing to produce these papers and things, Richard M. Nixon, necessary for inquiry, imposed the powers of the presidency against the lawful subpoenas of the House of Representatives. Abuse of power. Nixon. Substituted his judgment. Wow. Number 28. Congress asserted abuse of power claim in Nixon-Clinton impeachment articles. MSNBC. They're going to try to narrow it down to one article in abuse of power. I'm your host, BKP. Now, when we get back, I want you to look at this right here, because we talk about an impeachment trial. We talk about things, but I bet tell you something, man. We're screwing our kids up bad. We're screwing our kids up bad. And it's happening every day. Number 47. You see that kid? We're going to talk about that kid when we get back. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett.
President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
All right, folks, let me say this, okay? I find it over the top. And let me just say this, I find it over the top that yesterday when Republicans, and let me just put this into perspective, number 37, okay? Number 37, House Republicans storm impeachment hearing. Okay. So let me take some of the rambling from the first couple minutes and put it in the box I want to put it in. So Adam Schiff, which we know is a liar. We feel strongly he created this whistleblower. We feel strongly he probably wrote the whistleblower complaint. We feel that the only person in America that knows the whistleblower is Adam Schiff. That's what we feel here. So they have the nerve to try to nullify your vote in America and try to impeach and remove your president of the United States, and they really can't come up with a crime. I mean, they're going to say abuse of power. There's going to be an interpretation there, but not a true defined crime. They can't find the quid pro quo they're looking for. So Adam Schiff is holding private hearings concerning impeaching our President of the United States and removing him in office, behind closed doors. We know why they're behind closed doors. So yesterday, a group of Republicans busted in and said, hey, we want to hear what's going on. We think the American people should hear what's going on. So because yesterday, remember yesterday it was horrific. It was a bombshell. It was a setback. It was the finisher. It's the closer. It is a disaster. The president, a bombshell here in this investigation. And it's all about the testimony of number 45, the ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor. Okay, William Taylor. And it is bombshell revelation that came out of his testimony. They, I have it here. Hold on, I want to, just a second. I got it right here. Number 20. Now stay with me on this. Republicans scold Schiff for not seeking whistleblowers' testimony. All right. Number 22. Senate Republicans duck cover after explosive Taylor testimony. So remember, here's where we're at. Schiff, behind closed doors, private whistleblower, no one knows, trying to impeach the President of the United States. After explosive Taylor testimony. Number 23, GOP senators avoid confronting revelations from Ambassador Taylor's hearing. His opening statement, no cross-examine. Any reaction to Bill Taylor's testimony yesterday? Let me just say this. After William Taylor, ambassador, after the corruption that's taking place, all right, for the media to come out and use Bill Taylor's damaging testimony, number 18, for them to come out and call the Republicans hypocrisy, call them out on hypocrisy, for the media to come out this morning right here, as you can see, 5:02 a.m. this morning, and run cover for this corrupt Adam Schiff and use the final Benghazi report. The committee's preference for private interviews, Benghazi report. So we have Ambassador William Taylor. What if this guy, number 49, what if this guy, Christopher Stevens, what if he, the ambassador, Libyan ambassador, right? Libya, Benghazi, what if he could have given testimony on what happened? Let me show you our ambassador's final picture, 48. You remember that? Remember over in Benghazi when they drug our ambassador through the streets? Now we have this ambassador in one of the crookedest countries in the world outside of the United States of America. But, you know, there are crooks. We have this ambassador, William Taylor. lifelong bureaucrat, never Trumper, okay, whatever, has an opening statement behind closed doors that's leaked to the press that is not cross-examined. There's no counter witnesses in this whatsoever. But the media is going to have the nerve to come out and say the Benghazi report, that's really low, man. That's really low. Because there's no comparison whatsoever. Let me tell you this. The ambassador to Ukraine's alive. The ambassador of Ukraine made it out. The ambassador, William Taylor of Ukraine, was able to resign. Chris Stevens was not. Hillary Clinton left him to die. Barack Obama left him to die. And then Susan Rice went on all the morning shows and lied to the American people, leaving this man to die, and then blamed it on a video. So I think Mick Mulvaney should have just come out and said they should have just picked a video and blamed it on a video. How dare you use Benghazi as a comparison to what Adam Schiff is doing behind closed doors? Just say it. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama created ISIS. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama allowed that man, our ambassador, to be drugged through the streets. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Joe Biden participated in the corruption in Ukraine. Barack Obama's president of the United States. When, is it Crimea? When Russia went right into Ukraine. Russia went into Ukraine. Barack was president. Syria, okay? We will see in time what happens in Syria. But you know what? Seems like it was 10 years ago when Barack was in there that the Russians went in there with Assad, right? Syrian president, is it Assad, whatever his name is? I forget his name, right? You keep stacking these things up on Trump's desk, that's fine, he'll handle them. Trump's not interested in killing anybody. And why are Democrats so upset with that? Trump should have wiped North Korea off the face of the earth, but he's not going to. He's not going to. He's going to see if he can work something out. He hasn't started a fight in Iran. He is putting sanctions on both of them. Right there, folks. There's an ambassador that would like to have had the opportunity to testify. There's an ambassador that was drugged through the streets. You know, I'm not going to say this is okay. And when I say it like that, I'm just... Let me just say this. I think I have it in here. If I don't, I'll move on to it. Number 30. U.S. does not know where ISIS escapees are, says Syrian envoy. Who created ISIL? Let's take a little break. We'll be right back. I want to talk about this kid really quick. I want to go to that, what's happening in Texas. Take us to break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead. October is Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, with the year's biggest savings on every 2019 Chevy truck and SUV in Days' massive inventory, like over $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or more than $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. So don't just sit there. Go save a payload during Truck Month, happening now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. So, let's see here. That being said, where am I at? Okay. Yesterday, and I want to go over. I want to go over this a little later, but I think this is like really interesting. Facebook. Now, if you're not paying attention to the level of scrutiny of Facebook and how they want to make sure they stop certain political advertising, you could go in and pick a zip code. So Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I had it here a minute ago, said yesterday to Mark Zuckerberg, I thought this, it shouldn't take me long here to find this. I should have had this looked up before we come back, but I just, yeah, here we go. Number 6. So AOC grills Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, over Facebook allowing lies in political ads. Just take a minute and read that. Allowing lies in political ads. So maybe somebody needs to let AOC know that politicians did not wait for Facebook to lie. Politicians did not wait for Facebook to lie in political ads. ABC, NBC, CBS took political commercials for years, not fact-checking the commercial. Maybe AOC should know that. Maybe AOC should go to the mailbox. Listen to me, I'm very serious here, okay? The biggest political lies that you possibly will see in a campaign are called what I call push cards, okay? Now, when you get over to November, late October right now, November, and there is a campaign, like a presidential, senator, representative, whatever, you will go to your mailbox and reach in and you will get these cards that are this big and whatever. And they will have the person's opponent in black and white like they look like a villain. Did you know candidate so-and-so ran a red light on this day, but he didn't really, but it looks that way? What the hell? Lies. I'm very serious. I think you're going to laugh at me, but if they are going to ask Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook allowing lies in political ads, they can't stop there. They got to go to the post office. Bring in the Postmaster General. Put him right in the hot seat. Let me ask you, sir, are you going to read every one? Are you going to get a staff in the back and say, take this one, check everything here? If it's a go, we'll put it on through the system and put it in those mailboxes? Are you? Are they going to do that at ABC, CBS, CNN, Fox News, and all of the satellites across the country networks? Are they going to do that? Are they going to check those ads for the truth? Who's going to go through the websites all across this country and look to see that website that's serving an ad, that it's true? So when you say lies in political ads, if somebody gives Mark Zuckerberg $100 and picks a zip code, it says, I want my ad to go right here. Now, what's interesting is AOC says yesterday, could you pick a zip code in a predominantly black voting district? and put a Facebook ad up that says voting is on an ad that voting is on the wrong day. Please go vote on this day, and it's a lie. Can you do that? We're going to try not to. Let me tell you something, AOC. You could do direct mailers that way. Now, obviously, that's thousands of dollars, and somebody's out there saying, do you realize what it costs to do direct mail? I get it, but the point is, you can go to the post office and pick a zip code. You can pick a zip code, and you could do a direct mailer in that zip code. So Facebook, you could go today in Facebook, and you could pick a zip code. Now, I will tell you this. When we do something and we market, we will go and we will pick Jasper zip code. We will pick LJ zip code. And go 10 miles out, we'll go and pick Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Hiawassee, Cleveland, Dahlonega, Dawsonville, Murphy, Hayesville. We will pick those zip codes when we want to, when we're advertising a special event or something on Facebook, and boom, all the time. So let me ask you a question, AOC, grilling Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook allowing lies and political ads. I just thought that was one of the funniest things, lies and political ads. AOC, who's going to determine the truth? Why are we giving any of these people the determination of the truth over our advertising? Just saying, thought you would be interested in that. Let me go to a different subject here, okay? Let's start a new recording and go to a different subject. Are you ready? All right, put number 47 up. So let's say this. You're out there. Now, I understand what you're going to say. Before we get into this is going to be crazy as hell. So you're out there and you have a baby and it's a boy. You have a baby boy. But you always wanted this baby boy, you always wanted a girl. So you get pregnant, you have a boy, but you always wanted a girl. You don't want any more kids. You decided you want one, but you always wanted a girl. Are we going to allow, I'll say parents, we got to drill it down to the mother. Are we going to allow a mother to say, what if the mother has a girl that says, I always wanted a little boy? I mean, look at this little guy here. So, out in Texas, Texas Attorney General's Office and Department of Family and Protection Services looking into 7-year-old boy gender transition case, James Younger. Now, this is James. I think he's 3 years old. He's now 7. All right? And the mom always wanted the kid to be a little girl. From the day the kid's born, it's understood. Let me go through this. Now, you got the Twitter video out of this story because I'm going to be calling for that in a little bit. All right. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced Wednesday night that the Texas Attorney General's Office and the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services are now looking into the horrific case involving a 7-year-old boy who is being forced to take puberty blockers by his mother. What the hell's wrong with these damn people? What the hell? That's the craziest damn thing. I mean, puberty blockers by his mother. Greg Abbott, this is the governor, FYI, the matter of a 7-year-old James Younger is being looked into by the Texas Attorney General's office and the Texas Department of Family Protective Services. A Texas jury ruled against Jeffrey Younger this week in his court case to save his 7-year-old son James from gender transition. Now the dad, Jeffrey Younger, this week lost a case. He's trying to save the kid, his son James, from gender transition. The mother of, now listen to this, the mother of the 7-year-old James wants to start the boy on puberty blockers and eventually cross-sex hormones. Dr. Anna Julialis will continue to transition her son into Luna. That's who she wants him to be, Luna. A video of James Younger when he was 3 years old surfaced, revealing that his mother put dresses on him and painted his fingernails. When asked if he was a boy or girl, James, then only 3 years old, answered girl. He said his mom told him he's a girl. Let's play the video of this little boy at 3 years old. This video has been discovered where he says his mom says he's a girl. Let's play this video.
You're a boy, right?
No, I'm a girl.
Who told you you were a girl?
Mommy.
When did she tell you you were a girl?
'Cause I love girls.
Oh, I see. So mommy told you you were a girl?
Uh-huh.
Does mommy do anything else like with a girl with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Like dresses.
What does she do?
She do put them on me.
She puts dresses on you? Oh, wow. And what else does she do?
She buys my headbands.
Uh-huh.
And she get me hair clips.
Oh, hair clips? Okay. What else?
Some microphones.
What else?
Like a skeleton.
Does she do anything with your fingers?
Yeah.
What?
She paints my nails.
Why does she do that?
'Cause I love like nail polish.
Oh. So mommy puts you in a dress and puts nail polish on you? And what does mommy tell you?
She tells me I'm a girl.
Oh, okay. Do you think you're a girl?
Uh-huh.
You do? Is that why you wear this, so that you can have long hair? Okay.
Folks, a court, okay? A jury ruled Monday against a request from the boy's father, Jeffrey Younger, to have sole conservatorship over James and his twin brother, Jude, thereby allowing Dr. Anna Georgilas, the boy's mother and Younger's ex-wife, to continue to facilitate the child's gender transition. The mother says he's 7 years old, that he's a transgender. With a consensus of 11 of the 12 jurors, the jury decided not to grant Mr. Younger sole managing conservatorship over the two twin boys. I'm serious, man. LifeSite News reported they voted that the current joint managing conservatorship should be replaced by a sole managing conservatorship, but that Mr. Younger should not be that person. The mother has been granted authority to move forward. She's been granted authority to move forward with puberty blockers, which can cause chemical castration. What the hell? Folks, I mean, I get it. I'm with you. We're looking at Mark Zuckerberg and political ads. We're looking at impeachment behind closed doors over a corrupt government and a phone call. It's crazy as hell. Look at what's happening with our kids. puberty blockers, which cause chemical castration and potentially hormones if she so chooses. The mother does not plan to give James hormone blockers, they say, at this time. However, no one has stated that she would not be open to using them when James begins puberty. Additionally, with the jury's decision, Miss Younger will likely be forced to affirm his son's, Mr. Younger will likely be forced to affirm his son's new gender identity, a girl named Luna. This is child abuse. This should be criminal. This should absolutely be criminal. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. I'm just going to pick a date, an age. I'm going to go to break, and you do whatever you want and think whatever you want. Listen, let's say 14. All right? I'm going to get attacked for this. I could. But you know, if you're sitting in the living room and you're reading a magazine and smoking your pipe, picture this, you know, you're in there, you're smoking your pipe, and you got your reading glasses on, your magazine, okay? And your wife's over on the other chair, and, you know, she's smoking her pipe. I would say knitting, but, you know. And Junior comes in, and he's 14 years old, and says, I got to talk to you. What you got? What you got? I'm not upping your allowance. No, that's not it, Dad. I'm not changing your curfew. No, that's not it, Dad. What is it, Dad? I like, you know the little boy down the street? Yeah, I like him. All right, well, go ride bicycles and leave me alone. No, Dad, I'm trying to tell you I really like him. All right, what the hell? No, Dad, I'm gay. Oh, hell. I guess I better put my pipe down for this one. Whatever. You know, I don't care. I know you think I'm really silly, but I don't care. Kid walks in 14 or something, then you got something to deal with, man. I mean, I don't want to go there. Then you got something to deal with. You deal with it as your family. This right here is criminal. This should be against the law. Period. Period. Should be against the law. Absolutely. Because I think in most states, and the reason I said 14, just to get it over with here, I think in most states, a child can decide where they want to live or with whom they want to live, what parent, when they're 14. I think 14's the age where they can go to the court and say, I want to live with my dad, I want to live with my mom, right? But up to that, the court rules in, you know, where the child should live. And the court puts the child in an environment to live with mom or dad. This should be against the crime. There's no court in the United States that should have the latitude to put a little boy in a home with a woman that's putting dresses and painting his nails and telling him he's a girl, and then plans to use puberty blockers. Let's take a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellen, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
October is Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, with the year's biggest savings on every 2019 Chevy truck and SUV in Days' massive inventory, like over $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or more than $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. So don't just sit there. Go save a payload during Truck Month, happening now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. 9:08 this morning, 706-889-9700. There's the way you can text the show and email me. And also, there is the way that you can hang tight. There's the way you can follow us on social media. So, that being said, tonight, a couple things, okay? I want to go over a couple things that we have going on. Tonight on Team FYN Sports Facebook page. We're going to run it live on Team FYN Sports Facebook page. At 8 o'clock, we will be doing a special show in North Carolina honoring Murphy Bulldogs head coach David Gentry. Now, Coach Gentry's lifelong career wins 413. 413 career wins for Coach Gentry in North Carolina high school football, making him the winningest coach in the history of North Carolina high school football. Number one, surpassed everybody else. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to be having a party honoring him. It's from 8 to 9, right? Yeah, 8 to 9 tonight. And you can catch it on Team F1 Sports Facebook page. Fans, Bulldog fans are welcome to come. Circuit World, that's where we're at. Circuit World Murphy. Where is it at? Circuit World of Murphy. Fans are welcome to come. Past and present players are welcome to come. Okay? Past and present coaches are welcome to come. So there you go. That's tonight. Now, I have to go over, you see the promo card on all of our shows. I have to go over to White County today. Cleveland, in Cleveland, Georgia, at White County, the Mountain League Football Super Bowl will be over in Cleveland, Georgia this year, and we're doing some testing because we're going to bring that live this year, the Mountain League Football Super Bowl. So we've got to go over there today to do that. And tomorrow morning it will be, Good Morning from the Office will move indoors. It'll be Good Morning from Circuit World Blue Ridge. We'll be in Blue Ridge, but we go inside because although it's a beautiful fall day outside, you start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and if it's even like 48 or 51, sitting still is chilly. So we like to go ahead and move inside this time of year. So we'll be at Circuit World in Blue Ridge tomorrow morning with our Friday show. We will have Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. Also, we will have the All-Star Political Panel. And who else? Oh, Jesse Barton, the Community Relations Director for Cameron Hall. And the Pet of the Week. Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. All right, here we go. Now, let's say this. Wait a minute. How about, wait a minute, we got to get this right. We can't do it. Let's do this again. Give me number 50. There it is. She's a very kicky girl. The kind you don't take home to mama. That's right. That's right. Yes, she is, baby. Nope. 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 Katie Hill. Sorry about that. That maybe wasn't necessary. Tropel, right? Lawmaker Katie Hill faces House Ethics Committee probe. There she is, man. The House Ethics Committee on Wednesday night announced it is opening up an investigation, Democrat, into California Representative Katie Hill, who is allegedly involved in a tropel. couple, trople, and later dated a top staff member. I think it was a woman, maybe. The committee is aware of public allegations that Representative Katie Hill may have engaged in a sexual relationship with an individual on her congressional staff. The committee has begun an investigation, will gather additional information regarding the allegations. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Remember when George Costanza said, was that wrong? I mean, if I would have known that was wrong when I got here, was that wrong? Well, actually, there's this little thing saying that, one, you can't have a relationship with a staff member, and two, can't do it in the office. I know Bill Clinton, Monica, in the office, impeachment, all the above. So you're not supposed to do things with the... It was reported last week by the conservative news outlet Red State, which I read that on Red State. Conservative news outlet on Red State, that the freshman lawmaker not only engaged in a long-term trouple, sounds like a dessert, which here now estranged husband and her younger female campaign staffer. Holy mackerel! Was that wrong? Texts reveal concerns about Katie Hill drinking, missing flights. She is a party animal, that girl is. Sorry. I know. I understand. In the 4-part Vice documentary she's running, which chronicled Representative Katie Hill's 2018 campaign, Hill and her staffer are often shown grabbing a drink, and the campaign headquarters featured an impressive liquor cabinet. Just saying. Yep, celebrating Rusty winning with some people at a tiki bar, the text says. So getting hammered again. Should I just say goodnight now? Hammered, no, but continuing to drink, yeah. Still, I was hoping to get to talk to you tonight, but you clearly don't care. We need to have a serious discussion. Well. Just saying. So Katie's in trouble. And there she is. That's one part. That girl likes to get her party on. All right, let's switch. Let's switch over here, okay? I had it here just a minute ago. Wait a minute. Here we go. News. All right. What will happen here? Give me number 57. Is that it? Can the guy make a facial expression or what? New York City bar calls for AG Barr to recuse himself from Ukraine dealing. Will he? Sorry about that. Will he, like Beauregard Jeffrey Sessions? Remember Jeffrey Sessions? He folded like a lawn chair as Attorney General with a Russian collusion delusion when James Comey was fired, legally fired, and recused himself. New York City bar calls for AG Barr to recuse himself from Ukraine dealings. The New York City Bar Association on Wednesday urged Attorney General William Barr to recuse himself from any further or current Department of Justice review regarding the Trump administration's conduct with the Ukrainian government. We hope that Mr. Barr will act promptly to remedy, at least in part, his prior failure to recuse himself from the Ukrainian matter, the association said in a statement. The NYCBA continued, if he fails either to recuse himself or to resign, Mr. Barr should be subject to appropriate congressional sanctions, including possible removal from office, in order to restore the office of the Attorney General and the Department of Justice to their historic roles as defenders of law on behalf of the American people. What the hell? Did you read that? I mean, I know anytime you're out there and I start to read, you cringe. I understand. I was the guy in the back. Brian, I want you to read paragraph 3. Me? Come on, teach. Don't make me read paragraph 3. You know how I am when I read. Come on. Read paragraph 3. So let's read that again. See if we could pick this up slowly. The NYCBA continued. If he fails either to... Now, this is the New York City Bar Association. New NYC Bar calls for... This is major news today. If he fails to either to recuse himself or to resign, Mr. Barr should be subject to appropriate congressional sanctions, including possible removal from office, in order to restore the office of the Attorney General and the Department of Justice to their historic roles as defenders of law. Whoa, my heart. Where's those pills? On behalf of the American people. Folks, I told you over and over, the day this man sat there and he said, I believe the Trump campaign was spied on. The day he said, we should get to the origin, the genesis, the beginning. When he said he's going to look at the IG report and he's waiting for it. When he said he was going to look at FISA court abuse. When he appointed Durham, the guy that smiles. Yes, when he appointed Durham to look into the genesis. You name it. They have to take him out. He is getting ready within weeks, hopefully, him and the Department of Justice are getting ready to blow a major hole in the deep state. I hope and you hope. That's why this is happening now. And this is why they have the audacity to say, return the Attorney General and Department of Justice to their historic roles as defenders of the law on behalf of the American people. No, return them to none other than the deep state, to end the investigation. That they want to investigate Trump on bogus charges of nothing, absolutely nothing there. But on the other hand, they want to end this investigation. They are trying to do, they're the ones obstructing justice. Right here. Right here. They're obstructing justice. They don't want the truth to come out. I want to take a break. We're going to come back. Polling numbers again. I want you to look at these polling numbers again on the other side of this break. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
All right, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to talk about the bombshell testimony by William Taylor yesterday before we close this morning. It's 9:30. First of all, I want to thank D.A. King. D.A., thanks for sending this to me. Battleground. Now, every single day I want to know, are we in for a civil war? What's a civil war look like? This is an opinion piece on the Washington Examiner by Paul Bedard. Bedard, yeah, I guess. And it is Battleground. 7 in 10 say U.S. on edge of civil war. Partisan political division and the resulting incivility has reached a low in America, with 67% believing that the nation is nearing civil war, according to a new national survey. The majority of Americans believe that we are 2/3 of the way to being on the edge of a civil war. That to me is very pessimistic, said Mo Alethi, the executive director of Georgetown University Institute of Politics and Public Service. Here is the question. Now I would like to read you a list of statements that some people have said about American politics today. Please listen carefully as I read each statement and tell me if you would agree or disagree with the particular statement. Behavior that used to be seen as unacceptable, now accepted as normal. 83% say it's normal behavior. It's now accepted as normal behavior. Interesting. All right, I want to move on from that. We talked about the civil. Will there be a civil war? That article is on the National Washington Examiner. It's worth the read. It's worth looking and going at the actual graphs on here concerning the questions they asked. Interesting piece. So, William Taylor. Yesterday, the Republicans, said, we're not going to take this anymore. And what's his name? Lee Zeldin. Lee Zeldin, Representative Lee Zeldin. Let's play the tape.
I've sat through all of the depositions. I'm about to go back into Adam Schiff's bunker here in the Capitol basement to sit through another deposition today. I want all of my colleagues to know every single question that's been asked and every answer that's been told. I want all of my constituents and their constituents to know every question that's been asked and every answer that's been told. What is happening behind closed doors is unclassified. There's no reason why the American public shouldn't be able to watch this in real time live. This is a process lacking legitimacy, credibility, and fairness. And we have a huge problem with that. One fun fact from yesterday, I saw that the opening statement leaked. This is what happens. This is the Democrats' strategy. They like to cherry pick leaks. Turn to page 12. The only reference to Joe Biden other than one reference to the July 25th transcript. In that one reference, it's not firsthand from Ambassador Taylor. It's not secondhand from Ambassador Taylor. It's not thirdhand from Ambassador Taylor. Y'all making a big deal of Ambassador Taylor telling him that Tim Morrison told him, that Sondland told Morrison, that the president told Sondland, that the president told Zelensky. Give me a break. On the process and the substance, this whole thing has been a joke. And I appreciate my colleagues for having today's press conference. They deserve answers. My constituents deserve answers.
Benghazi had classified information. You know, I started the show. I like when I can bring it around. I like when I can close the show with information all the way through the day that brings it around. Representative Lee Zeldin just obliterated Adam Schiff. The closed door is to set up their narrative, to cherry pick what they want the public to hear. And yesterday, Lee Zeldin and his colleagues decided they were going to walk in here because, one, it's unclassified. And this particular representative said, you know what? It's unclassified and I want my constituents to hear it. He wants them to hear it. Everybody in this district, and then they make the decision. What did the no good? I tell you, it's as low as they get. Number 18. They went to run cover for Adam Schiff on unclassified information with the final Benghazi report that had classified information. The nerve of them using the Benghazi report today to cover why William Taylor, an ambassador, and let me get this, hold on just a minute. Number 29. GOP senators avoid confronting revelations from Ambassador Taylor's testimony. There were no revelations. They took this ambassador behind closed doors. An unclassified hearing that they don't want you to know about. Behind closed doors, and use Benghazi as a cover. And like I said, don't you wish this guy right here, number 48, was alive today? How dare them use this? There's an ambassador. Let's go to 48. There's an ambassador, Christopher Stevens. Benghazi, you have the nerve to do that today? And then you have, go back to, see if we get Republicans to storm the GOP Senator number 29. Let's go back there. Bill Taylor. Lee Zeldin obliterates Schiff's star witness Bill Taylor. GOP Congressman Lee Zeldin obliterated Schiff's star witness, U.S. diplomat Bill Taylor's closed-door testimony. Okay? They did not play this anywhere. Okay? The Hill reported that Mr. Taylor testified that Ambassador to the EU, Gordon Sondland, told him that military aid to Ukraine may have been held up partly because of a push for Ukraine to announce probes into 2016 election of Biden. Recall, newly released travel documents revealed that Adam Schiff's staffer took a Burisma Group-funded trip to Ukraine 12 days, that's right, 12 days after the whistleblower filed a complaint after Trump and met with U.S. Ambassador Taylor. Congressman Zeldin said Wednesday that Bill Taylor was using fourth-hand info during the deposition. This came out October 17th. Schiff staffer met with impeachment witness on Ukraine trip 12 days after whistleblower filed complaint. Newly released travel documents reveal that Adam Schiff's staffer took a Burisma Group-funded trip to Ukraine 12 days after the whistleblower filed a complaint against Trump and met with U.S. Ambassador Bill Taylor. Interesting. Bill Taylor served as chargé d'affaires for Ukraine and is now one of Schiff's star witnesses in the sham impeachment inquiry. Let's see here. The American Council is funded by and works in part with Burisma, the natural gas company, at center of allegations regarding Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden. Interesting. Let's see here. Itinerary for the trip to Ukraine in August, organized by the Atlantic Council think tank, reveals that staffer on Adam Schiff's House Permanent Select Committee and Intelligence held a meeting during the trip with acting U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Bill Taylor, now a key witness. The Atlantic Council is funded by and works in partnership with Burisma. Hunter Biden. I tell you what, they got a lot of nerve, man. They just blatantly do it right out in front of you. You know, they say that President Trump said that if he shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, he wouldn't be convicted. I'm telling you, the Democrats could do this just in plain sight, and they don't care. They don't feel in any day any of them are going to jail or anything's going to happen to them. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and wrap up this morning's show.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
October is Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, with the year's biggest savings on every 2019 Chevy truck and SUV in Days' massive inventory, like over $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or more than $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. So don't just sit there. Go save a payload during Truck Month, happening now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. All right, let me see what you're seeing there. Okay. All right, just checking something out. Anyhow, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Let's go through a little bit of polling data really quick to close the show every day. They're going to bring up polling number 5. They brought it up, I didn't. 2020 Democratic nomination, South Carolina, Monmouth poll. Biden is 33%. He's down 6. Elizabeth is up 16. Bernie is up 2. Kamala is down 6. Tom Steyer is up 2 to 4%. Interesting. Pete Buttigieg is 3. And what did we tell you earlier in the week? It was those black guys that just couldn't get past the guy being male, being a, not male, gay. Peter Pan Buttigieg, right? Just saying. Can't get past it. He's down 2. He's having a hard time venturing through in South Carolina. Look at Joe up. Steyer's at 4%. Interesting. So that is South Carolina's numbers. Let's go to number 7. Joe is due at 34% with women, 39% black, and 40% with 65 and older. Look at Joe go, go, go. Elizabeth is women 16, 11 black, and Kamala is 8 black with black, Bernie 11. Buttigieg didn't even make that one. Interesting. So that's a little polling numbers have come out. Let me go backwards here. Now they're getting ready to do, we're going to go one picture at a time. Just going to show you the narrative that the CNN of the world and the MSNBC are putting together. And, oh, man, alive. All right, so right there, number 46. Dems want to take impeachment probe public, hoping to shift private hearings into public as soon as mid-November. And they're thinking about calling Bolton. Interesting. They have a game plan. Their game plan is to do everything behind closed doors and then make sure all the public hearings they have go down a direction and follow a path that they want. Right now, somebody may get off the beaten path, and they don't want that. 45, GOP shows public and Trump they are fighting for him. 44, this is Mo Brooks, right? Republicans press for whistleblower testimony. Jordan Nunez, McCall send letter to Representative Schiff. Here's number 43, Steve Scalise. They want this whistleblower testimony. There is no whistleblower testimony. Where are the people that surround the whistleblower? These people that are going behind closed doors, they got nothing to do with this whistleblower report. You don't hear nothing about the phone call or the whistleblower anymore. Dems want to pick up the pace. Number 42, right out of the box at 4 a.m. Dems want to pick up the pace. Look, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Number 41, Laura Cooper, Pentagon official overseeing Ukraine, testifies in impeachment inquiry after GOP delay. Some Republican members refused to comply with requests to remove those devices from the room, said the official said. She was held up 5 hours from testifying. 40, GOP lawmakers storm secure room protesting impeachment proceedings is unfair. How you like this one? Number 39, this little lady Right out of the box this morning, Republican hypocrisy toward impeachment. Hypocrisy. This one, I mean, they have gone nuts over this. Number 46, Trump will build a wall in Colorado. 36, my bad. I'm sorry, 36. Trump will build a wall in Colorado. Okay, all right, already. You had your laugh. I was going to do something on tariffs, but I'm going to leave that alone for right now. Let's see what else I have here. Number 24. Number 24. Number 24. Number 2 GOP senator picture coming out of diplomat's testimony. Not a good one. John Thune. What did he say? Let's read it. Senator Thune on Ambassador Taylor's testimony. The picture coming out of it based on the reporting that we've seen is, yeah, I would say is not a good one, but I would say also that, again, until we have the process that allows for everyone to see this in full transparency, it's pretty hard to draw a hard, fast conclusions. That's right. John Thune is saying, yeah, the picture coming out, you know, they're painting a picture. It doesn't look good. I'll admit that. But that's not the facts that, you know, until we get a full accounting of what's happening, you know, we really can't go there with that. Okay, let's read some Scalise here, number 21. There you go. Washington Post, House Democrats look to take impeachment probe public as soon as mid-November. Among the witnesses Democrats hope to question in open session are the acting ambassador to the Ukraine, William B. Taylor, and his predecessor, former ambassador Maria Yankovich. Here's number 19. GOP lawmakers' letter to shift requested testimony from whistleblower. We expect you to arrange for the committee to receive the testimony of employees and all the individuals he and she relied upon in formulating August 12th complaint. Why won't Schiff do that? I mean, that's a simple request, all right? So we got here. Word of freeze. Let's see. Steve Scalise. Let's go to a President Trump tweet. Neither he, Taylor, or any other witness has provided testimony that the Ukrainians were aware that military aid was being withheld. You can't have a quid pro quo with no quo. Congressman John Ratcliffe of Fox and Friends, where is the whistleblower? The do-nothing Dems case is dead. Okay? Let me see what else I want here. I went to the polling numbers. Number 3. Obama, Clintons, both of them, to speak at Cummings' funeral in Baltimore on Friday. You know, I hate the man died. I wish his family well, but the Obamas and the Clintons to speak at this man's funeral kindly says it all. And obviously, they always run to get who they think is President Romney. Number 1, Senator Romney on President Trump removing sanctions on Turkey. It would be unthinkable to me that Turkey would not suffer consequences. Malevolent behavior, which was contrary to the interest of the United States. Malevolent, what the hell? United States and friends. Always have to go to Senator who thinks he's President, Mitt Romney. All right, look, couple quick things. Let's close this up. Number 57. Do not recuse yourself. We know why they're going after you, Attorney General William Barr. Okay? Just don't do it. Number 47. Please, Governor Abbott of Texas, save this little boy from this crazy delusion. It's sick, it's criminal. Please save this kid. If this kid's allowed, if they continue at 7 years old and let this kid have puberty blockers that will chemically castrate this kid, then every time a mother wishes they would have had a little girl, I'm sorry. Really? Please save this kid. And I'm going to close today with, don't forget, this guy here, number 48. Every time you hear of Benghazi today and closed-door testimony, remember this Ambassador Christopher Stevens, number 49. Remember this Ambassador Christopher Stevens. Every time they bring up closed-door testimony, classified information, that was classified information about Benghazi and Republican hypocrisy, remember, Bill Taylor, that ambassador, heard this 4 times removed. It does not have a direct evidence of any quid pro quo comments from the President of the United States. And yet, he's elevated to hero status. What about this hero? He's elevated to someone that may have saved the democracy. William, what's his last damn name? Anyhow, the ambassador, Bill Little. What about this hero? It is unclassified testimony that you and I should be watching if interested concerning trying to nullify our vote in 2016 and remove a sitting president. And yes, 6.5%, 65% of Americans polled, my understanding, civil war. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, we're going to get out. See you in the morning at Circuit World at 8 a.m. Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley, the All-Star Political Panel, North Georgia Senior Living, and Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. I will see you tomorrow morning. Take us out of here.